Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Coaster Chall, YouTube channel, Dogs the Ball, both the partners, and welcome to a Coaster Chall Top 5. Now, this is the top 5 currently existing flat rides. We've already done a top 5 flat rides that I've done, including the defunct ones. But someone commented on that video, in fact, a couple of people commented and said, why don't you just do existing flat rides? So, that's what I'm doing. This is existing flat rides, top 5 currently existing and operating flat rides. Now, let's get started straight away. So number 5 is Rush at Thorpe Park. Now, Rush at Thorpe Park is an S&S screaming swing. It's quite an airtime machine, you know, being forced up, swung each way. It's definitely one of the more forceful flat rides I've been on, and I think that it's definitely one to watch in terms of maybe it'll get better with age. I know it's aged really well over the years, but if it ages a bit more, you know, is it going to ride better? If it's not, have S&S got a second generation screaming swing concept in mind, and maybe upgrade Rush with a new name and theme with a second generation screaming swing model? I don't know, but for now we're just going to enjoy Rush as it is because it's brilliant. Moving in then at number 4, it's the Red Arrow Skyforce at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. This is a Gerslar Skyfly that replaced the Sierra Star-shaped attraction Bling after that closed in the 2011 season and was made SBNO, of course, before it was removed. It was replaced by I believe the La Cabrana high dive show in 2012. It was on that Bling site. Now, of course, those of you who remember 1997, 1998, you remember those days, and I was sort of watching the Pleasure Beach documentary on that. You remember the high dive show that was sort of in between the helix of the Pepsi Max big one as it was at the time, or now it's just the big one. You sort of remember those dive shows, but of course the La Cabrana high dive show in 2012, of course, placed in that Bling site, and of course towards 2014 that site was sort of boarded off, ready for construction of a brand new flat ride, and of course in 2015 we knew it was Skyforce. Now, Red Arrow Skyforce is actually a great flat ride. It's one of those, compared to the Zamperla Air Race, which I'm yet to experience at Drayton Manor and any other air races, you know, the Skyflies are controlled by you. The spin is controlled by you. So I think the most spins I've got on it is 10 or 11. I'm not quite sure. I wasn't very good at spinning on that first ride. But what was good about it, they've removed it now, but what was good is you can see your scores, you can see how many spins you did, and sort of compete with your friends if you like. But of course they removed that, I think only 2 or 3 years ago, so yeah, it's a shame that they removed that and just left it as just the ride experience, not really competing type of thing. But I guess that makes sense because the Red Arrows weren't really about competing, they were just really about showing their skills. So I guess that was sort of maybe a branded reason or a sponsored reason why they removed the competing element after the ride in the photo booth. So it was a shame to lose that bit, but it was still a decent flat ride. Moving on then to number 3, and this is the Travelling Devil Rock Flat Ride. Now, it's not as good as another KMG Afterburner, which I'll talk about at number 2, that I've experienced. It'll leave you guessing until I announce it now. But the Devil Rocks are nice flat rides. I did a few. I went to the Sheffield Fair, I think around sort of winter time last year in 2018, before we entered 2019. I did one of those KMG Afterburners after uni, and it was a really good attraction, so it's got some force to it. It's a bit of an airtime machine, but not as much as number 2, and that is Eagle's Claw at Lightwater Valley. Some of you may have been thinking Vortex, but I've not yet experienced Vortex, so I would like to get down to Thorpe Park at some point in the next couple of years, maybe to experience Vortex for the first time. But Eagle's Claw, more of an airtime machine than the travelling ones, more height, you get a bit of a longer cycle as well. I think Eagle's Claw is just fantastic, a very, very good flat ride at Lightwater Valley. It's got some nice landscaping to it. It's not really themed, it's got like a themed eagle, I think, at the front still. But it's just nicely landscaped as a flat ride, and there's still a lot of land behind Eagle's Claw they could easily use and create an extension pathway, so there's plenty of potential space use, but for now I like Eagle's Claw as it is in its landscape. And finally, number one of currently existing flat rides. It's nowhere near where, you know, Slammer and that is on my list, but it is Apocalypse at Drayton Manor Resort. This is an Intamin drop tower. It opened in 2000, I believe. And wow, it was a fantastic drop tower. It's my best drop tower. It's my favourite drop tower. Way better than the other ones I've done, like Detonator at Thor Park, etc. And you know, it's just amazing, the force that you get on it, the anticipation. I did in fact do the stand-up version, you know, the stand-up with no floor. I did that and it was brilliant, absolutely fantastic. Couldn't have wished for a better drop tower experience. So there we go, so that's the top 5 currently existing flat rides on my Coaster Chall top 5 today. Thank you for watching, make sure you like, comment, subscribe and click notification bell so you never miss a YouTube video. And for now guys, my name is Coaster Chall, YouTube channel Dogs to Born, but built for theme park news. Keep living the coast life, and I'll see you guys in the next video soon. Take care, have an awesome day, my friends.